Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Stoic Wave. Here, we don't just discuss attraction, we dedicate ourselves to it. I'm Amelia, and today, we're diving deep into a topic many men grapple with: how to attract a woman, even if she doesn't seem interested at first. You see, love and desire are rarely black and white. A woman might not show interest immediately, but that doesn't mean the door is closed. Sometimes, the tiniest shift in your approach, mindset, or behavior can unlock something truly unexpected in her heart. So, if you've ever thought to yourself, I don't stand a chance, stop right there, because what you're about to learn could completely turn the game around. We all deserve to be loved and appreciated. And sometimes the smallest changes can spark the biggest emotional breakthroughs. That's exactly what I'll share today. Simple, powerful strategies that can transform a casual acquaintance into a blossoming connection, instead of just waiting for something to happen. Let's create it. Let's explore how charm, confidence, subtle psychology, and an authentic emotional presence can help her notice you, even if she never saw you that way before. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. These techniques can open new doors in your relationship with her, and it all begins with confidence and a smile. Section 1. The eye contact that changes everything. Choose. Eye contact is crucial in relationship building. But we're not just talking about glancing at her or random eye locking. We're talking about intentional, deep, and emotionally warm eye contact. Here's something most men don't know. Focus on her left eye. Why? Because, according to fascinating neurological research, looking into a woman's left eye can stimulate a slow release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This is the same hormone released when we hug someone deeply or connect with them, promoting emotional bonding and a sense of intimacy that words often can't convey. So, the next time you're talking to her, slow down, take a breath, and gently look into her left eye, not in a creepy, forced way, but in a calm, grounded, warm way. Let a silent message convey, I see you, and I respect you. It's that gaze, full of sincerity and emotional stillness, that makes her feel safe, seen, and special. Because here's the truth: words can lie, but eyes rarely do. And when your eyes speak warmth, care, and confidence, you bet she'll feel it. Section 2. The scent of subtle seduction. Let's move on to something deeply underrated: your scent. Studies show that men who wear attractive fragrances don't just feel more confident, they actually become more attractive, too. Why? Because scent is directly linked to the brain's emotional memory. Your scent becomes a part of your identity in her mind. When you find a fragrance that truly fits your personality, not something overpowering or cheap, but something subtle, clean, and intriguing, it becomes your invisible signature. Imagine this: you're not around her, but she catches a hint of something familiar, something warm, like when you hugged her. Boom! In that instant, she thinks of you. A great fragrance is like a psychological anchor. It grounds emotions and makes her feel safe. It makes you feel powerful. So, choose a scent that reflects you. Are you grounded? Go for woody or musk notes. Are you mysterious and intense? Try something with spice or dark citrus. Small gestures like these create intimacy without saying a word. And that's powerful. Section 3. Natural ways to reduce anxiety so she feels the real you. Let's talk about something that gets in the way for a lot of men: anxiety. It's normal to feel a little nervous when approaching a woman, especially if she doesn't seem interested at first. But here's the truth: you don't have to fight it alone. There are natural supplements that can help reduce social anxiety and make you feel more grounded, confident, and in control. For example, L-theanine, found in green tea, calms the nervous system without sedating you. It helps you stay sharp, but relaxed. Ashwagandha reduces cortisol, your body's stress hormone, which means you'll feel calmer under pressure. Magnesium helps soothe tension and supports better sleep, which means you'll wake up ready to face the world. And when you're relaxed, your true self, your best self, shines through. That's when attraction flows naturally. Remember, attraction doesn't happen when you're overthinking your every move. It happens when you're authentic, grounded, and confident. So, let's say you've got a chance to spend time with her. Maybe it's a casual meetup, or perhaps you've finally convinced her to go on that first date. You're nervous, and that's okay. But there's a simple shift that can immediately change how she perceives you before the date even starts. Section 4. Call someone who loves you first before you even step out for that date. Call someone who makes you feel safe. A parent, a best friend, a sibling, someone who reminds you of your worth. Why does this work? Because hearing a familiar, supportive voice activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering your stress and anxiety. It reminds you, deep down, that you're already loved, already valuable. You're not chasing her approval. This creates a calm, emotional baseline, and women can feel that. When you enter a room grounded, smiling, and emotionally balanced, you radiate something rare: self-possession, not arrogance. She won't consciously know what shifted, but she'll feel the difference, and she'll want more of that grounded presence. Section 5. Ditch that predictable date plan for an emotional experience now. Let's talk about the actual date. Most men default to the same old thing: dinner, a movie, coffee. But here's the truth. These dates don't create emotional spikes, and if you want to change how she sees you, you need emotion. So, instead of sitting across from her at your dinner table, plan something that taps into excitement, curiosity, or adrenaline. That might be a spontaneous road trip to a scenic overlook, a quirky escape room, axe throwing, ziplining, salsa dancing, a concert, or a weird art exhibit. Why? Emotions create memories. When you feel something unusual, thrilling, or mysterious, she associates those feelings with you. Psychologists call this misattribution of arousal. When someone feels excitement in a situation and links that emotion to the person they're with, it will make her heart race, and she'll start to wonder why you make her feel that way. These non-traditional date settings allow her to see you outside the box she might have put you in. Maybe she initially saw you as just a friend, but when you create an adventurous, stimulating experience, that perception starts to shift. Section 6. Show your confidence in subtle social ways. Here's another thing that works wonders, and most men miss it. How you treat others matters just as much as how you treat her. Be friendly and respectful to waiters, bartenders, and anyone else around. You're not doing this to impress her, but to demonstrate true confidence in how you carry yourself in the world, not just with the girl you're interested in. Women subconsciously pick up on this. When they see you handling social interactions with ease, speaking clearly, treating others with dignity, it shows you're a socially competent man, someone who moves through life with presence. It's attractive, it's high value, and here's the twist. It relaxes her. It makes her feel like she can trust you to handle uncomfortable moments with maturity. You're not just charming. You're stable, and stability mixed with charisma, that's rare. Section 7. Pay the bill quietly. Assertive Leno. Here's where most men mess up. The bill, when it comes, don't make a show of paying. Don't say, "I've got this," with flair. Don't try to impress her with money. Instead, wait for her to step away. Maybe when she goes to the restroom, man, pay quietly. No words, no fanfare, just calm action. Why? Because this shows her something subtle but powerful. You take initiative without needing praise. You're generous without needing validation. You're in control of the situation without making it about dominance. This is what real confidence looks like. And when she returns and finds the bill is taken care of, she'll feel something. She'll feel respect for your maturity and will feel more emotionally safe with you. Section 8. Don't rush the kiss. Build the mystery. One of the biggest mistakes guys make at the end of a date is going for the kiss too soon. Here's the powerful truth. Restraint is sexier than desperation. If you want to be memorable, don't try to force the kiss right away. Instead, end the night with a warm hug, a sincere "I had a great time," and leave her with just a touch of curiosity. What's next? That's the question you want lingering in her mind, imagining the next state. Let her feel a gentle ache of anticipation. Leave something unsaid, unspoken, create emotional gravity. That's how you build mystery. That's how you shift from the guy she barely noticed to the one she can't stop thinking about. Now, let's pause for a second and get brutally honest. Attraction isn't just about a few clever lines or planning an interesting date. It's about who you become in her presence. And more importantly, in her absence. This is where most men fall short. They focus entirely on the woman, what she thinks, what she feels, how to win her attention. But true attraction begins with a mindset shift, a deep one. Section 9. Master the Stoic art of self-improvement. You need to understand this. Women are naturally drawn to men who are not perfect, not necessarily rich, but men who are in constant pursuit of improving themselves. Stoicism comes in here. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or acting robotic. It means mastering your reactions, focusing on what you can control, and building an inner calm. When a woman senses that you're a man who doesn't spiral from rejection and who doesn't beg for her approval, something shifts in her brain. Suddenly, she can't quite place you. You're different. You're grounded. You're not looking at her to complete you, and that alone makes her want to earn your attention. So, work on becoming that man, not for her, but for you. Start small, read more, lift weights, set daily goals, practice stillness, remove things that make you anxious, endless social media scrolling, traps, and desperate habits. Because when you're emotionally centered, women notice and they feel the shift. Section 10. Build psychological allure through a presence. Let's talk about one of the most magnetic forces in male interactivity. On psychological allure, this is the subtle dance between presence and distance, warmth and restraint, interest and mystery. It's the feeling she gets when she's with you and realizes you're not trying to win her over. You're just there, comfortably in your own skin, in control of whatever unfolds. That's incredibly rare. Most guys are overeager. They talk over her. But magnetic men, they sit comfortably in silence. They listen more than they speak. They speak slowly. With intention, they let eye contact do half the work. This kind of allure builds tension. It makes her wonder, what's he thinking? It makes her lean forward, asking for just a little more. And when she's thinking about you more than you're thinking about her, that's when things change. Section 11. Speak less, feel more. Here's a little secret. Don't try to impress. Instead, try to impact. Speak slowly, with emotion, with pauses. Let your words hang in the air. Let your energy speak for you. Don't brag. Don't overshare. Just be present. Talk about what moves you, what drives you, what matters to you. When you speak from that place, grounded, honest, self-respecting, you stop sounding like every other guy she's met. You begin to sound like the realest man in the room. And that voice, the energy, it stays in her mind long after you're gone. Section 12. Reinforce her safety, not just her interest. This is crucial. Especially if she wasn't interested in you at first, chances are she didn't feel safe enough to see you as anything more than a friend. Attraction requires trust, not just physical, but emotional. So, every small thing you do, from opening a door to how you handle disagreements, should reinforce one idea: you are safe with me. I don't need to conquer you. I want to understand you. When a woman feels emotionally safe, her walls come down and her heart begins to open. And when that happens, even a woman who initially dismissed you might begin to truly see you for the very first time. Section 13. Attraction is energy, not effortless. This truth settle. Attraction is more about the energy you emit than the effort you exert. You can buy gifts, craft the perfect text message, or plan an elaborate date. But if your energy is rooted in neediness, she'll feel it. However, if your energy is rooted in calmness, purpose, and quiet certainty, she'll feel that too. So stop chasing, start radiating. So let's bring everything together. You've learned the steps, the eye contact that releases emotional bonding chemicals, The scent that leaves a lasting memory even after you're gone. The subtle ways to show presence. And the social confidence that says without a word, I'm not here to prove anything. I am who I am. You've heard the truth. Attraction doesn't come from clever lines or compensating gestures. It comes from emotional gravity. You don't win or topple her over. The mistake most men make is trying to convince a woman to like them, trying to be funnier, richer, smarter, or tougher. That's not how attraction works. Because when a woman is truly drawn to a man, it's not because he talked her into it. It's because his energy shifted her perception of him. And that's what you're doing now. Becoming the man who doesn't chase, but quietly pulls. The man who doesn't overspeak, but instead waits and plans. The man who smells with his eyes, listens with his whole presence, and respects his own peace. That man, he doesn't need to beg for love, because he becomes the standard. Let her be curious about you. Women are curious by nature, but only about men who carry mystery, mastery, and meaning. So let her wonder, why didn't he kiss me? I feel so safe around him, even though I barely know him. Why do I remember his scent every time I walk past that colonel? Why do I keep checking my phone to see if he messaged me, even though I didn't care for him at first? That curiosity, that momentum let her miss you, let her lean in. Because when you shift the dynamic, instead of you longing for her and trying to attract her, she's trying to figure you out. And that's where the magic lives, that truth she'll never tell you, but always feels, the secret most women will never say out loud, but every woman feels, is this: I value how he makes me feel about myself. When I'm with him, I feel seen, heard, understood. I feel bolder. It's not because you said it, but because of how your energy treats her. When that is true, she doesn't just want you, she respects you. And that respect is the foundation of real attraction. Let's end with this. You don't need every woman to like you. You don't even need her to like you. You just need to become the kind of man who is so emotionally centered, so internally fulfilled, so calm in his purpose, that when she does sense an attraction, she doesn't need to create it. She doesn't need to resent it. She'll just do it. She might not say it, but she will. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If something in this video sparked a shift in how you see yourself, hit that like button to let me know, and comment below to tell me one new tip you're going to try first. I read every single one. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Daily Stoic Wave to go deeper than most others dare. Remember, attraction isn't a trick, it's a transformation.